establish foundational education of bookings, what do you say we just dive right into the platform? Does that sound good?
It. Yes, let's go. So bookings should now live in your back office on your website. If you do not see bookings yet and you are a current SportsEngine Motion customer, no worries. Get in touch with our support team, get in touch with your account manager, and we will get it turned on for you by the end of the day. Just get in touch with us and we'll get it on. But when you see bookings back here, you would navigate to bookings admin to manage everything. Just like everything else within SportsEngine Motion, we always encourage you to start with your settings tab. So let's go through what some of these are. You have some options to let parents and guardians email the instructors. You can choose some of the settings that you would like to show for filters, which would appear on the left-hand side of your bookings inventory, along with what kind of accepted payment methods that you have. Your programs, just like under class admin, these are going to get shared with your classes, but it's a way to organize your different things that you have at your business. So you see, I already have one created that's birthday parties. I already have some private lesson type of things. So again, these are shared through classes, but at any time, if you need to make new ones, just click that new program button, type in what it is here and add a description and save it, and it will get added to your list instantly. Your sub-programs are, again, a way to divide out the different things that you're offering. So, for example, if I had private lessons and I wanted to separate out ballet privates versus tap privates, I can be doing that as well, just for an organizational piece for your parents and guardians, again, to find what they are looking for. So in this case, I am going to make another one here, and I'm just going to name it private lessons. And make sure you always pick the program that is going to get associated back to. And then this is a really big one. If you decide to have this on, if someone has an unapplied credit or payment sitting on their account for fundraising purposes or anything, they will be able to use that credit up at the time of their booking. Your locations are the different locations that you might have for your business, along with any zones. So this would be where you want them to meet in your facility or where that private lesson could occur. Maps are the physical location that associate back to that location. So make sure you type in that address so people know where to find you. And then your pages, this particular page would show information above your bookings inventory. So this could be anything for how to schedule a booking or some things you would want them to know. Along with the success page, this would be a welcome or thank you for scheduling. Again, you can put that in here, whatever messages you want. Thank you for registering. We can't wait to see you. Please remember these few items. Once your settings are complete, you are going to make your way back over to the bookings admin page. Don't forget too, we do have some of these pop-ups to help you do this as you're building, but as always, you're going to click that green new booking button. Let's start with building out some birthday parties. So you name it whatever you would like and make sure you pick the correct program and sub-program that would associate back to your booking. You can pick a instructor. Important note, if you leave this blank, you cannot go back and change it. So as you're making it, make sure you pick the instructor or the coach that this booking is associated back to. You're going to want to choose your location and the map so they know how to find you. A zone if they're going to be meeting in a certain spot at your facility. Any ages that you might have, age limits, gender restrictions. The next is we always recommend having things as not logged in. That means parents and guardians can come see these bookings without having to go through or having to log in or anything. So anyone that comes to your site can see them. Another pro tip is we always recommend having this turned to yes. That means after someone has registered for the booking, it will show up in the mobile app for them. Agreements are any waivers and agreements you would like them to sign when they sign up, along with dress code instructions for them and any description. So for birthday parties, it'd be great to list out what your different birthday party packages could be so they can read those ahead of time. When you hit save, it takes you straight over to your dates and times. So for birthday parties, again, make sure you pick your correct time zone, but this is going to be my October schedule for birthday parties. You can, of course, make this for the whole calendar year. You could make it for 9 months, a full year, whatever you would like. In this case, we are just going to do it for the month of October. I would like this to show up on my website starting today, and I would like people to start signing up and registering for these birthday parties immediately. So go put in when it would be open for registration for people to schedule this. My birthday parties are going to be only 60 minutes long, but no matter what they are, put that in here. A couple different things you have options for getting things scheduled. So for the standard month of October, I'm going to allow for birthday parties from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Sundays. I'm going to offer them on Friday nights, and I'm going to say from 6 to 8. Those are my options. Make sure you flip your AMs to PMs. Then we also do them on Saturdays. So again, what this is doing is from October 1st to October 31st. These are the options I have available for people to sign up for this birthday party. Once you hit save, you are going to get this view in calendar. So we're going to go there first so you can see exactly what we've built out so far. So when I click on view in calendar, I go to my month of October and I get to see all those dates and times that I put in. But let's say I know, that Sunday the 29th, that's a big Halloween day, right? That's when everyone's going to go trick-or-treating. I just want to remove all my availability. I'm not going to do anything for that day. So what this is perfect for is if you know with your standard schedule, you're not going to be able to do that private lesson, that birthday party, you're out of town, the gym might be closed, maybe you're away at a competition, you can remove the entire day. Or, on this particular day, I just know I can't do one day, you can click and remove just one calendar. So once you've double checked all of that, you can also add in any additional one-off. So if I do outside of this normal schedule, if I know on a different day of the month, maybe on Monday, October 2nd, I'm going to do one birthday party at 6 o'clock, goes all the way to 7. I'm just doing this one additional option. You can also add that in. So up here, again, standard, what the standard schedule would be during this date range that you specified at the top. Any additional ones that are outside of your standard hours are added here. And if you ever need to remove any for any reason, come do that within the date time tab and that view in calendar. Once this looks good, we need to make our way over to the booking payment plans. We need people to be able to pay for this. So we are going to put in a plan name. I'm just going to name it Package 1. I'm going to make my payment plan item. And I am going to make sure I pick my charge category so my reporting is correctly. For birthday party 1, let's say I want them to pay $100 as soon as they sign up and another $100 right on the appointment date. So what this would do is charge them $100 again as soon as they register. And then whatever date my birthday party is scheduled for, it would also charge $100 to that account on that birthday party date. Remember, you can have different package or different payment plans available for anything. So I want to make a package 2. Maybe my package 2 is more expensive. So I cloned my plan and now I'm changing it. I just want $150 due at registration. And I'm going to do $100 on the appointment date. You also, remember, can always do, I'm just going to clone it again. And let's say I want it to be a package 2, but a pay in full. I can come also edit my plan, and we'll just make this $250 right at registration. So if anyone were to choose this option, they would pay everything up front. So you can have multiple options for payment plans available, just like you can in class admin for people to choose at checkout. At this time, this appointments tab is going to be blank, but as people come and sign up for any birthday parties for this particular booking, they would appear back here. Don't forget, of course, you can always share this to certain accounts. You can always get the link, post on Facebook, do whatever you need to again, promote the different offerings you have at your business. All right, let's do one more example. Let's build out a private lesson just so, again, you guys can see how simple it is to do something else. So let's say I am doing some private lessons for gymnastics. If I can spell today. You're going to pick your right program and make sure you pick your sub-program that's correct. Add your instructor. Put in your locations. Any zone if you need it, age restrictions, genders. Again, I want not logged in. I want it to show up on the mobile app. I need all my waivers and agreements signed and any dress code instructions or booking descriptions of what we would do for that private lesson. And I hit save.
Hey, Kristen, real quick, if let's say I have, waivers that are already built into classes, Do I need to rebuild them into the bookings, or is that shared over automatically?
That is a great question. Any waivers that you already have in your system that you use for classes automatically get shared. So if you do need
Awesome.
to add any additional ones, you just navigate to those org tools and agreements and add any additional waivers that you might need that are specialty for bookings. Don't forget too, all of our agreements and waivers are actually, they only have to sign them once as long as it is the same waiver and agreement. So if the waiver and agreement hasn't changed, it will not ask them to re-sign that agreement at any time until you add a different one in or make a change to that agreement or waiver.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, so we're going to continue booking out. You see, I scheduled for the rest of the calendar year with this private lesson. I do my private lessons on Sundays, and I only do them till 11:30 because I want to watch some football, right? And then I do some on Fridays at the end of my workday. Oops. All right, let me just go till 7 o'clock. Perfect. We'll hit save, and let's go over to our payment plans. And again, we're just gonna quickly add a payment plan option in for people. Pick your right charge category. Again, so important to make sure that you are tracking how your inventory comes in or how you collect your funds. And I'm gonna hit save. One very cool thing is after you build out private lessons too, don't forget you can clone. So you could easily switch this over to Simon's private lessons, get rid of the word clone. At this time too, make sure you switch the instructor since that cannot be changed after you've scheduled it. And if his duration is any different, oops, I cannot do that because of the times I put in, so show. No, we're gonna keep it at 30. Sorry, that was because some of the times I put in on the date and time. So once I go here, again, I can go to Simon's lessons and make any changes I need to in here, along with editing any payment plans. So very easy to go quickly clone the lessons too, so you can build out your one framework and keep going from there. Awesome. So now that we have some built, let's go look at what it looks like for a parent. So if you come over to bookings and go to bookings registration, this is exactly what they could see on their side. So like I mentioned, some of the filters that you have the ability to turn on and off, that is what appears over here on the left. But you see for gymnastics, private lessons, I have it under my program gymnastics. I put it under the sub-program of private lessons, and we see the Kristen and Simon lessons that we built out. And then if I keep scrolling down, I have my birthday parties. And again, we have those 3 different payment options, those different payment plans that we built as well for people to choose what they would want. So let's schedule some stuff. So a parent and guardian would click on that blue Schedule Now button and be able to navigate through the calendar to pick what would be best for their scheduling. So if in this case, if I wanted to add a birthday party, I could choose Add to Cart. And now I can go back to a private lesson. And again, we can come look at this calendar. I want to schedule here. I want to go here, right? We're just adding some days and times, again, to get scheduled out. So you see I have some multiple ones in here, and I can go to Checkout and Book Now. So this will have my 4 different options I just added. As always, they can switch the payment plan that they would like and assign the correct member to who is coming to the birthday party or the private lessons. In this case, right, we just have the one payment plan option, so we only have to assign our member to the different plans. Just like in class admin, they get to see their totals at the top, along with walking through what they would need to do for different waivers and agreements. So these have not been signed by these parties before, which is why it's asking them to do it now. All right, so now that those are taken care of, I'd go to my payment page or review page first. Sorry about that. And then we come over to payments. So this is where parents and guardians can fill out their billing information, enter their credit card number. I'm going to do cash just because this site does not actually accept credit cards. So they, again, would get to fill out their card information and hit pay now. You see right here, this is my thanks for registering. It was on the success screen, and I can close. So now that we've seen how parents registered and we built it, you can come track all of this under Bookings Admin again. So under the Reports tab is where you get to see all of your new registrations. So you'll see all the ones that I just scheduled, within Kristen's private lessons and birthday parties. You get to see when it is scheduled for, the appointment date, the duration of that booking, when they registered, how much they paid, and of course, what payment plan they chose. You also have this instructor report under here where you would get to use filters to change out your different locations, to change out from different programs, maybe to even pick a certain instructor to see what they've done. Don't forget that, oh, let's switch this, right? My date range was not correct. That's why I didn't see anything for my private lessons. So I would here get to see this particular one was reserved, but these are all open. So this is a really great tool for you to see how many that each instructor have completed versus what was left still open. So you guys can be managing your schedule correctly as well. As always, whenever you're using these different filters, don't forget you can hit your blue save button and make any reports that you would need to that would fall under the default.